Did you use the modify emote redeem Pepe in order to flip the tongue lip emote? Tongue lick? That's funny. Can I do that? What happens if I copy that and paste it? It works. Tier 3 can flip without points. Wait, can they really? Okay, guys. So I was building tons of decks today because I got into an argument with a friend and I was like, I can't get any work done. I'm too worked up. So I just built decks all day, and I built a lot of decks all day. And I was super excited to play all these decks on stream, but I was like, I gotta wait for my stream time. I can't stream early because I got other shit I gotta do. And I didn't do any of it, I just kept building decks. And then, as I was about to go live, I was watching Hina Bobina's stream, and someone in their chat said,
Hina Bobina, my favorite streamer, did you see that I wrote a DuelLogs fanfiction and posted it in your Not Safe for Work server?
And I was like, ooh, I have to see this. So I was looking at it before the stream started. Do you guys want to hear it? Do you guys want to see the DuelLogs Not Safe for Work fanfiction that was written on Hina Bobina's server? Was it any good? It seems to be written well from like the little bit of it that I gleaned. Hey, what fanfiction? I forget. Hina was joking around and said something about writing, someone should write a gay fan fiction about me or something. Meh, when will we have the manga adaptation of it? I'm curious. I don't care if you guys care or not, I'm gonna read it anyway. So, it starts off and it says, the DuelLogs was arrested from a deep and dreamless sleep one night by the unwelcome certainty that it was not alone. Fumbling desperately for his phone, a light, a weapon, anything, he froze suddenly as his sleep-addled mind focused enough to make out the figure standing across the room from the end of his bed. A tall, menacing, and terrifyingly familiar figure. The red hair. He had seen it in his wildest dreams and deepest nightmares, been mocked by it in his waking and resting lives. He had followed it, desperately, cravingly, and devoted himself to its owner, who was in truth his owner, his true master. No, how can you be standing here in my room? YouTube algorithm, stammered the Logs, his heart clenching within his chest.
Oh, Logs, you aren't asking the right questions,
came the reply, the voice seeming to come from more within Log's head than the figure before him. A cruel and mocking smile formed beneath the metallic play button that composed the upper half of their face, its smooth surface glinting in the dim light scattered by the edges of the window.
The right question is, why am I here? And the answer is that I'm here to reward you.
The tone was wrong. The smile was wrong. And Logs knew from long experience the untrustworthy and capricious nature of the algorithm. Whatever this reward, he didn't want to trust it, though his soul leapt at the possibility that finally his long toil would be recognized.
Yes, Logs.
The figure said in a voice like a hiss.
You've worked hard for so long to please me, and that's why I'm going to give you what you deep down know you've always truly wanted. The opportunity to service me fully and completely.
The words made the tip of Logs' thing jump like a worm on a string, but this was madness. This was horror. This was a monstrous to contemplate. Danger and desire warred in the pit of his stomach. Was this what it had to come to? Was this really what he had spent many hours working towards? The algorithm didn't give him a chance to think, already advancing across the room, the relentless movement captivating yet unnatural, their form hulking with implied strength, yet sheathed in inky garments that made it impossible to properly assess. As the adrenaline singing through his veins tried again vainly to push Logs to flee, to fight, to do anything, the dark figure blinked across the remaining distance and was atop him. Logs couldn't stop himself from letting slip a soft sound somewhere beneath a whimper and a groan as a thick thing brushed itself against and around his lips. I'm gonna skip this part. The figure withdrew far enough to peel back the covers, and then insistent hands turned over onto his belly, which he had gladly acquiesced to. Nervousness seized him suddenly, though, and he turned to stammer out, "Wait, I've never
explored your pleasure cave? Never put a convenient object in your boy hole? Wasted years pretending your prostate doesn't even exist? Oh, I know everything about you,"
came the mocking reply.
"And I'm gonna show you a detailed how-to right now."
But I need that hole to make more content for the DuelLogs, he pleaded.
"Not right now, you don't,"
came the cruel reply from the monstrous figure behind Logs, as they spread him open and sheathed their sword to the hilt. Lights exploded behind Logs' eyes. Stars formed, burned a fiery streak across the heavens for millennia, and died catastrophically. Civilizations rose in majesty and ended in ruin. He might have gasped. He might have cried out. He might have moaned as he felt his involuntary eager reception and the sense of being intimately touched from the inside out. Let's skip the rest of this. And in no time, he was panting, his legs quivering beyond his control. Let's skip that part. Before he could get there, though, he felt the algorithm's own release. An indescribable sensation of wet everything and nothing and pushed logs to the very brink. The algorithm laughed again and vanished. No, cried the logs in desperation. Come back, please. I did everything you wanted.
Did you actually believe I would give you what you desired?
The voice came from nowhere and spoke into his mind once more.
You truly are a fool, Logs.
Logs, be honest, you wrote this? No, it's in Hina Bobina server. It was written by Agpen. Beautiful writing. Someone said, I'm not reading all that. I'm sorry that happened, or happy that it did. Oh my god, you flipped that too? Holy sh**. Sounds great. You want an audiobook version? Me too.